So, in some very disappointing news, Dwyane Haskins, the 15th overall pick in the 2019 NFL Draft for the Washington football team, has been released in just his second year. This comes after a very controversial week for the young player. He was photographed maskless in a strip club, and he lost his captain signature. He lost his captain designation, and that sucks enough. But then he had two bad games in a row, replacing Alex Smith, was benched in the last game, and now he's released. And I was a big fan of Dwyane Haskins coming out of college. I thought he was going to become a perennial solid starter, if not an elite starter. I thought he had a lot of the intangibles: big, strong, big arm, smart, went to Ohio State, was a winner. But it's possible that for the first time in his life, he was experiencing failure. Many athletes who make it to the NFL have always been at the top of their game, have always been at the top of their class, have always succeeded. And going to the situation like the Washington football team was, where there was turmoil not only on the field, but also behind the scenes, it had to be a weird situation for a player like him. Not to make excuses, of course, just to add a little bit to there. So Haskins' tumultuous journey started last season, where he was starting a game and caught flack for taking a selfie when he should have been on the field in a win late against the Lions, taking a knee. Instead, he was taking selfies with fans on the sidelines. People didn't like that too much. It showed he was being a little immature. This offseason, he was very active on social media, showing that he had lost weight. He was more committed to being the starting quarterback for the Washington football team. Because of that, he was voted as captain, which is, of course, always a great sign. Going into the season, there were a lot of high hopes for not only Haskins, but for the football team overall, with Ron Rivera as their new coach. Unfortunately, it only took a few weeks for Haskins to be benched after not performing well. And also, there were leaks about his maturity behind the scenes not being very great, not being up to the level that Ron Rivera wanted. So he is able to come back from that due to injuries. Alex Smith hurt his calf. Kyle Allen got hurt. And he has a very, very bad game 2 weeks ago. And to top it off, he is photographed during a global pandemic, maskless at a strip club, which is especially egregious considering his coach, Ron Rivera, just beat cancer. So his immune system probably not in the greatest spot. It's just an extremely reckless decision, and his captain designation was taken away. So then this game, he comes in, he plays poorly again. He gets benched for Chris Heineke, and instead of talking with the media after the game, he just leaves. He goes home. He does his media assignments from home, which is extremely strange. And there were rumblings about what this meant overall. And eventually, we heard that Dwyane Haskins was let go. It's ridiculously quick for a first-round pick to be released in such a way. It really only like Johnny Manziel, who I think even he got 2 full years before he was cast aside by Cleveland. But he's not in good company as of now, and I hope that he will be given a second chance, because I do think the talent is there, and I think if he commits to it, and hopefully this could be a wake-up call, and maybe he goes to an organization where he can sit and learn behind a more established veteran, he can put it all together. I don't necessarily think anyone's going to pick him up this season, it being so late in the season, but I think he'll definitely get another opportunity sometime in the offseason to at least try to make a roster. But all in all, just a really unfortunate and sad story for a guy who a couple years ago was potentially going to be the top quarterback taken. He fell to 15, and ever since then, it's just not been a great look. So I'm pulling for Haskins to turn things around. Nobody wants to see someone go out like that, and we shall see. Hey, thanks for watching this video. If you want to watch the full episode, it will be out at the end of the week or on podcast services, link in the description down below. And if you liked this, maybe subscribe. We're a new channel. We could definitely use it. And if you're into nerdy news or gaming, why don't you check out our main channel, Wicked Good Everything. We'll see you all in the next one.